Good morning, Jefferson. I'm James Beckmann.
And I'm Keiran Olson-Witt. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got a quick rundown of what's happening around the school and beyond.
Let's start with something important for everyone this week.
MAP testing is officially underway, so make sure you're showing up on time and ready to go.
A little preparation can go a long way, so don't forget those charged Chromebooks.
Here's Tenzin Yangso with everything you need to know.
Hey Jax, if you have questions about testing, we've got answers. Let's go to Mr. Wilkins and other students to hear what they have to say.
One of the questions that I was asked is why we take the MAP test here at Jefferson High School. And all students in the state of Minnesota take the MAP test, and it helps us to better understand each student's growth over time. And unlike some tests that measure whether you meet a certain standard, the MAP helps show how much you've improved over the years. So you probably took it in elementary, middle school, and now high school. MAP testing is on April 29th. All 9th grade students take that, and we will also be taking the MCA math and reading on this day. So those tests are coming up, and then Read Basics in May.
So to prepare for my ACT, I was thinking of using Quizlet and just online resources because I think books can be kind of boring, to be honest. So I'm going to try and use that. And hopefully I do really well, and I'm going to try and do it maybe at night or in the morning and try and have a schedule.
So how the testing made me feel, it made me very anxious because before the test I was like nervous, but after taking it I actually felt better.
Alright Jax, that's a wrap. Hopefully you picked up on some useful tips you can use in the future. Keep testing and keep improving, and I'll catch you in the next one. This has been Tenzin Yangso reporting for Jax Spots.
Thanks, Tenzin. Now let's move into sports.
Spring season is officially here and teams are getting back into action.
The boys and girls lacrosse teams are already putting in the work early this season.
There's a lot of excitement around both squads this year.
Let's send it over to Yadi Diaz-Ramirez for more.
Hey Jax, this is Yadi Diaz from Jax Spots, and let's hear from our boys and girls lacrosse players on what to expect for this season.
This lacrosse season's gonna be fun. We have practices at the Dome and Savage and on the turf, and all the boys have been putting in a lot of work.
I'm a captain, and I think this season's gonna be really fun. We have a lot of younger guys. We have around 65 kids trying out.
Got a good schedule coming up. We have a lot of home games this year. Our first game this year is against Rosemount.
Now that we heard from the boys, let's hear the girls' perspective.
I'm so excited for this season. We have a great group of girls.
A new stadium.
I'm excited to play under the lights and just have a fun season.
I'm excited to play at the new stadium. Our first game is April 11th at home versus Rosemount.
Whoa, that sounds like fun. I have to come to the games and cheer the Jags. This has been Yadi Diaz for Jax Spots.
Another team hitting the ground running is boys golf.
With a mix of returning players and new talent, expectations are high.
It should be a strong season out on the golf course.
Here's Josh Bickett with the update.
Good morning, Jags. The golf season is starting up. That means a new team with great things in the horizon. Let's go see what people have to say.
Yeah, looking really forward to this year's season. We have 5 returning players from last year's varsity team. Nolan Hultgren, Mac Pedersen, Logan Nageldinger, Wilson Strube, and Matt Kubis. And so we have great upperclassmen senior leadership. And then in tryouts, a lot of players are off to a good start. So this year looks like to be a pretty successful season for the Jags.
It's going to be a really fun season.
Looking to do good in tournaments and want to get a hole-in-one this year.
I'm just excited for the season to get started again. Some of my goals for the season are just for our team to do well and maybe win a few tournaments. I'm just excited to get back out there with my friends again.
Wow, I can't wait to watch them play this year. This has been Josh Bickett reporting for Jaguar Spots.
And to wrap things up, we're looking beyond Jefferson.
Something big is happening in space.
NASA is working on sending astronauts back to the moon.
It's part of a larger plan that could shape the future of space exploration.
Let's send it to Manny Smith for the full story.
Hey Jax, today we will learn more about Artemis 2, NASA's current mission to the moon. Let's hear more from the experts.
A human presence on the moon can do a lot of things, and building a base and keeping people there would give us a chance to search for things like Earth meteorites that landed on the moon billions of years ago and can teach us about ancient Earth, like actual pieces of the ancient Earth that haven't been changed by weather and tectonics and other things that happen on Earth.
I think that this will lead to future expeditions because it would be useful for things looking outside of the planet, but life, maybe potential future sources of resources.
All right, a trip back to the moon. We've already been there. I don't know why we would go back. It doesn't seem feasible, to me anyways, that we're going to colonize the moon. It's going to take a lot of money and a lot of resources to get there. But I'm all for giving it a shot, but who's going to pay for it and what's going to become of it?
I think the biggest reason we went back to the moon is because human beings naturally are just a really inquisitive and curious species, right? Like we want to learn new things. It's natural for us to ask questions and want to learn. And so I think it represents a really good thing that we decided to go back. I think it's really cool that those astronauts were farther away from Earth than anybody's ever been in history.
We wish the crew has a great journey. This has been Manny reporting from Jag Spots.
That's all we have for today.
Wait a second. What about...
Oh yeah. Last minute congrats.
Congrats to Landon Wages, who won the 400 meters at the Armstrong Invitational. He also took second in the 110 hurdles. Mike Colosio took second in the shot put, and Logan Young took third in the 3200. Great job, guys.
Congrats to the robotics team for winning Minnesota Granite City Regional in St. Cloud over the weekend. This was the first championship since 2009.
And congrats to the boys volleyball team for their 5-0 start to the season. They are now ranked third in the state. Good luck at the Eastview tournament this weekend. Well, thanks for watching, Jefferson. I'm James Beckmann.
And I'm Keiran Olson-Witt. Have a great day, Jags.
I had Michigan winning, so I had like the perfect Final Four. But
so my bracket kind of had a slow start with all the upsets, but I had Michigan State winning it all, and yesterday they won, so that was really nice. So yeah.
So I had Island State winning, and they didn't win.
Really hoping Ohio State would win, but Michigan ended up winning instead, which isn't too good. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I wanted Wayzata to win.
For my March Madness bracket, I had Troy winning it all, so it didn't really go out as planned.
So when Florida lost, I had my bracket get absolutely fried. I had them going to the finals and then losing by Arizona.
Yeah, I had UConn in the final, but I am losing to Arizona, so that didn't go too well.